Why? Because you have repeated your name so often. There is no thinking about it. You may have thought about it at one time, but the constant repetition of your name is without thinking. If you're asked a complicated question, then you are searching. Thought is looking all over the place, inquiring, till you find an answer. And when you are asked a very, very complex or very question of which you have never even thought about, you say, I don't know. Right? Very few people say, I don't know. You understand? That requires a great sense of humility, not to know, which we'll go into some other time. That's not important now. So what is thinking? Thought has created the extraordinary beautiful pictures, paintings, marble, stone, out of stone created something exquisite. The Pietà of Michelangelo, the great cathedrals. And also it created the submarines, the missiles, the atom bomb. Thought has created the war, the wars, nationalities. Thought has created all the rituals, religious rituals. Thought has invented the savior, whether the Hindu savior or Christian savior. So thought has done most extraordinary things. The computer, which may take the place of human brain. And what's going to happen to your brain when the computer does it? Everything, which will again different matter. So must find out what is thinking. And whether that thought itself may be the origin of disorder and fear. We give such extraordinary importance to thought, to the intellectuals, to the scientists, to the people who create marvelous technological things. But those very people who have invented all this, the great scientists, they themselves live in disorder. They have never possibly inquired into why thought has given such an extraordinarily important place, and why thought may be in itself the origin of disorder and fear. We're going to inquire. You are going to inquire, not the speaker. He may explain. I must repeat this over and over again. He may repeat. But if you yourself don't apply, go into it, you're sitting there listening to the speaker is utterly meaningless. It's a waste of time and your energy. From the ancient of days, man has experienced an accident, a sensation, a danger, a pleasure. And this experience has left knowledge. He derives from that experience knowledge. Right? That knowledge is stored in the brain as memory. And from that memory, thought arises. Right? So, thought is limited because experience is limited, knowledge is limited. So, thought is limited. Thought is a material process because experience is a material process. There is an incident, an accident in a car, and that experience is remembered, which is knowledge. The remembrance of it is pain, which is thought. Right? So thought is a movement is from experience, knowledge, memory, thought. Again, there is no question of anybody disputing that fact. If you have no experience, if you have no knowledge, no memory, then you're not thinking, you're just in a state of amnesia. But we are supposed to be thinking human beings. So, knowledge is always limited about anything. That is so. Thought has created the things in the cathedral, in the church, the rituals, and then thought worships them. You follow all this? Thought has created the host, all the things that you call religious activity. Thought has invented it. And then thought says you must worship it. So one asks, thought is never sacred. It can never be sacred. But we have made certain things of thought sacred. Like God is an invention of thought. I know you won't like this, but there it is. And so, is thought the beginning, origin of fear? Thinking about the future, thinking about some happiness which I am not, thinking about death. Thinking I might become that, paralyzed, all the rest of it. I might have cancer. So thought, time are the same. Time and thought are the same. And the contributory causes of all this is thought. Now, the question then is, if thought is the origin of all fear,